So when I first saw this assignment for the leadership development class, I knew immediately who I wanted to interview. She came to my mind immediately, and I think that it's it's cool to see how many different people are leaders around us, because as I thought about it, I kind of humbled myself because I was like, well, it's not as big of a company. I was like, whoa, a leader can be just in a classroom. So I kind of humbled myself in my definition of a leader, and kind of got a reality check that even people of smaller groups can still be leaders too. I know that we were advised to dream big, but this is so close to my heart, and has helped me a lot. So I just wanted to choose this person. So I chose Miss Gina Worten. She is the founder, and she runs Created with Purpose Ministries. She is 45 years old, and she was born and raised in Stark, Florida, and McClinney, Florida, and Lake Butler and the surrounding areas, which is just north of Gainesville. So I knew I could get an interview with her because I don't necessarily have a connection to her, but I did attend the Created with Purpose conference last year, and the worship night in June, and the recent conference that she had in the beginning of November. And I knew that I wanted to pick her because my faith is something I'm very passionate about, and she shares that same passion. I knew that I would get the real answers from her. She wouldn't sugarcoat it. She would tell me the honest truth about why she started Creative with Purpose, and kind of her theory and her leadership behind it. When we got to talking, I asked her really three major questions. One was, when you had the thought of creating Created with Purpose, what came to your mind? And she was very honest with me. She said she was scared. She said that she kind of denied it for 3 months. And I will say that this will get spiritual, but this is something that I'm passionate about. So I'm not afraid to share that, and I'm not afraid to share what she taught and told me. So she said that she was scared for about 3 months, and she just wouldn't answer the Lord's calling. And so she finally said, Gina, we have to do this. And so then a ladies' conference came into fruition. She really talked about how leading up to it helped her during it, which I thought was pretty cool. The preparation, you don't really think about helping you during it, but she said that it helped her grow in her faith, and it helped her grow as a person, which helped her to make sure that her organization and her ministry was the best it could be. I asked her another major question: how do you lead? What is your leadership style? Or something along those lines. And she responded with delegation. I'm a delegation centered leader. I knew I couldn't do it on my own, and she knew that she needed some ladies behind her to help run this conference and help run this ministry. So I thought that that was interesting, because it's not necessarily a leadership style we had discussed in the class, but it was a leadership style that became evident to me. Some of us do have to be delegatory in our actions. We can't do it all on our own, and I think it's really mature of her to notice that. She also was talking about how she's doing it for the people. She's strictly people-minded. She does it for the ladies and their growth and restoration and their faith, and just in their walks of life, because so many different people are struggling with so many different things, and she really understands that. And so she would definitely be under the classification of a servant leader. She does it for the other people around her. She doesn't do it for herself, but even though she doesn't do it for herself, she still gets something out of it. I took a lot from this interview. I took a lot from the way she explained herself. You can tell that she's so passionate about it. She even started crying at one point, just talking about the process of her getting there. It shows that it wasn't easy, and it shows that it took a lot of heart and a lot of dedication. And I think that it's cool to watch, because if there's emotions behind it, that means there's passion behind it. And if there's passion behind it, you know it's going to be top-notch run, and it is top-notch run. I had the best time at the conference. I can truly say that I was restored and that I grew, not only in my faith but in my just walk of life. Like I said, we're all battling something, we're all facing something, especially as women in this world, and so it was nice to be able to just be surrounded by a bunch of other women. She said that there was about 180 women the first conference, so that's cool that I was surrounded by 179 other people who shared the same quality of me of just being a woman. So it was cool to be able to attend that and to hear a little bit behind that, the numbers and the statistics of it. Another thing that I took away from it is a leader can be anywhere. Like I said at the beginning, I kind of had to humble myself and get a reality check for what a leader is, but she truly is a leader, and she's someone I look up to. She's someone I admire, and I can gladly say that we have built a connection. I'm going to attempt to take that connection to the next level and get involved in CWP. I'm really honored that I was able to interview her. I think that it will help me grow as a person in the leadership industry. I think it'll help me grow as an individual. Hearing her story and hearing how she is a leader and how she likes to run things, I truly believe that it will help me in my career. I hope to open up my own law firm one day, and so knowing that I can't do all the jobs on my own, I need to take advice from her and delegate, and I need to be a servant leader and do it for others, not just myself. Like I said, I truly had a great job interviewing her. I do think that it was an honor and a blessing. I took so much away from it. I definitely am going to strive to be a delegator. I'm going to strive to be a servant leader. I'm going to strive to have the passion behind what I love and what I do like her. I hope that you guys learned something from this, and thank you so much for watching.